Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video I will show you guys how to upload the data into Snowflake data warehouse. As all of you know that Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse where you can upload the data, is either the bulk load of data or a small amount of data based on your requirement. There are four ways you can upload the data into Snowflake. First of all is using the Snowflake web interface where you can upload the limited amount of data, and then also you can use the data into Snowflake using SQL, and then next one is using the Snowpipe where you can use the bulk amount of data. Also you can use ETL third-party service to upload the data into Snowflake. So there are four different ways to upload the data into Snowflake, but in this video we're gonna show only how to use the web interface to upload the data into Snowflake. So recently I have opened an account into Snowflake and I got the confirmation in my email address. So this is my Snowflake account information, and once if I click there I will see this login screen into my browser. Once if I put the username and password and click the sign in, the Snowflake interface is open for me in this screen. So in a separate video, I will go through different component of Snowflake. What is the meaning of each of the separate tab. But for the simplicity of this video, I will show you guys how to simply upload the data from your hard disk, which data can be either data can be in CSV format into the Snowflake. So first of all, you have to remember that once if you open your Snowflake, you will see this screen, and in this part you will see all of your available database. So here two of the database, but we're gonna use separate database today. Let's see. In here I click the database, and then you can create a new database. So if I click the create, I can create a new database. Say I want to create a database named MyDB. So once if I write on MyDB and then click finish, the database is already open for me, as you can see in this screen. Once if I click create MyDB database, and then if I double click in there, I can use schemas into there. So why I have to create a schema, I will explain soon. Creating schema, I mean, if you want to click the create button, then you will create a schema. What there say, I want to create a schema name bank. Now if I click finish, this schema gonna be created inside the database called MyDB. After creation, I will click the worksheet, and then if I refresh this page, what will happen is my new, see the database, and inside that database the schema I just made a one bank is inside there. So the reason I explaining this is each data table of Snowflake is have to stay inside schema, and all the schema have to stay inside of any database. That's why first thing is we have to make a database, and after that inside that database you have to make all of these are schema, and inside of that schema there will should be all of the table. So database and schema I made manually by using the click, but now I will show how to use the command button in here. I mean how to using the code to open the table or create the table. So in here I made some coding to create the table in Snowflake. Inside I have written that inside my DB. So so the commands you have to write down exactly like this way. Inside of my DB, I made we said inside of my DB there is a schema called bank, and inside that schema I want to make a table. Name should be UK_bank. That's why three things you have to remember here: database name, schema name and the table name, and inside that table I want to make some of the say column, which should be like customer ID, and which I want to that as a varchar, and then name, surname, gender, age, region, and then job class, date, and the balance. So I want to balance as a number type, and that and the length is 50. So I want to make a table. This should be the mm, column of that table, and then once if I hit run, must be 50, must be 0 to 38, position 18, invalid number, precision, number, balance 25, 25, run. Yes. So before the length should be in between 0 to 39 as it said in the error message. So once if I make it as a number data type, it should be within that range. So I made the range below, which is I made it 25. So at this moment the system make a table for me inside the schema, and the name is UK underscore bank. But if you click in here, you may just give me a sec. Yes, you will see that. So once if you click in the schema, and then under the schema you will see the bank. Now I want to upload the data into this bank, this table. The reason I make the name of UK bank, because the my CSV file, this is my CSV file inside my hard disk. The name of that is a UK bank customer. It is a customer table of a bank where the date number of data is 4015, and the column is all there like customer ID, name, surname, gender, age, region, job class, date, and balance. One thing you have to must remember that the column sequence into the CSV file should be as it is your uh, column sequence into the Snowflake table. So if you click into the table, you will see the sequence of the data columns into that table. So yeah, so that's why in here the sequence is same as the sequence of the CSV file. Now to upload this data into this CSV file, what I have to do is I have to click into the database, and into that database my underscore bank, we will see this all the available column, and then the data type of that column. So once if we want to load the data, we have to click load table, then we will see this combo box. We want to first thing is we have to choose a warehouse. So small size of warehouse compute underscore wh, we select that one, yes, and then we're gonna select and click next. In this screen we have to use a source file. Source file means which file you want to upload in your Snowflake. So I want to upload this table, as I said before, UK underscore UK bank customer table. So I double click there, and the file came in this screen, appear in here. Now we have to click next. So it will show you the file format. We can define the format of the file by using plus sign in here. So say you have to give a name of that file. Say I want to say that this is a CSV file, and then schema name, it came says our schema is bank schema. File format of the file is CSV. So everything we want to put as it is, except header line to skip one. We want to keep first line as our header, so you have to keep it 1, and then leave the rest of the thing as it is. So once if we click finish, we define that data file type is CSV type, and then now next. So in this next screen we want to select that stop uploading the data if there is any error. So you want to select this one, so that if any error happen, it will come back, and then we will correct the error. Now if we click load button, it will upload the data if there is no error. So it said that there are 4014 rows over there in that table. As you can see into the CSV, it is 415 because one of the rows is the name of the headings. That's why actual data is actually 4014. So we can now think that our data has been uploaded successfully. We click OK. Now if we go to the worksheet to verify what is happened there, say this is our, so once if we click the refresh button, we can imagine that the data is came into our table called UK underscore bank. As you can see over in there are 4014 rows. So to click, if you click there and preview the data in this screen, you will see the data is already in there. As you can see, first customer is customer 001 Simon blah blah and total. So let's go there in the CSV file, see Simon and then this one and that one. The balance is this amount. So the balance is 1138.10. If we go to the balance screen, sometimes it gives you some troubles to, it cannot be able to show all the all the columns, but if you make the screen a little bit smaller, you will see all of them. Now from this screen I make this zooming it is small. From this screen, as you can see, all the column are sequential as it was into the Snowflake CSV table. So since that's why we have to always remember that the column sequence into the CSV table and the column sequence whenever we make a table or create a table, the column should be in the same sequence, and then you can upload the data without any trouble or without any problem. So until now, this was our discussion relating to the upload the data into Snowflake. I will come back soon more and more video in relating to the Snowflake and so on. So those who didn't subscribe this channel, please do so, and I will come back more and more video like this. Until then, enjoy this video and goodbye. Thank you.